Hello again. This time is going to be a setup video, and this is for the AC EVO. This is a setup that I used when I drove that Imola sub 1:16 time with the Ferrari SF-25 Formula 1 car. And I need to mention a few things before we get into it. So this was made in 0.6 physics era of AC EVO, and it is pretty fast, but in the future, when the game will be updated eventually, it may not be valid anymore, so bear that in mind. But now let's dive straight into it. Okay, so at first I load my setup from here. It's been done in update era of 0.6.2 and it's named here as a hot lap. So let's go page by page and starting from the tire pressures, tire alignments, wheel alignments, and my pressures are default here, and front cambers are maximum to get maximum mechanical grip to front end, and I also add more negative camber to rear because I want grip in that end as well. And you will soon see why I want so much mechanical grip this car in Imola. And I also add more toe to make the rear end less nervous while entering the corners. And in electronics, you can see my values right here. And everything is at the most powerful modes, the ES deployment and engine map. But the recharge level is pretty weird because you have to do it on board to put it on recharge, otherwise you will drain out your batteries almost a half a lap. And I carried fuel 5 liters, it's okay for one out lap and a push lap. My dampers I kept pretty much in default, and this is the interesting bit, the aerodynamics. So I left the ride height pretty much on default, and that's mainly because after 0.6 update you have to keep it this way, otherwise if you lower the car anymore it will bottom out and you won't go nowhere fast anymore. But when it comes to wing angle, you can put it pretty much on the lowest setting, because this way you get the most out of the car's straight line speed. And you need it in Imola because it's a fast track, fast circuit. And at last we got the most important thing in suspension page. So let's start with the differential. You want to set the coast this open 0.03, but you don't want to get any more loose than that, because after then the car will always do almost snappy lift oversteer, so you want to keep it here. This is the best for entering rotation and give you ideal way to enter the corners. And also preload can be put even this high, as you can see, 110 Newton meters, because this will prevent the horrible mid-corner understeer. And when it comes to brake bias, this is very interesting. So as you can see, it's pretty rear biased, and that's mainly because I used onboard electronic brake bias setup while I'm driving, and my EBB, aka brake migration, is set to somewhere around 5 or between 7 while I'm driving. It depends mainly from your driving style. I guess I had it in 7, and that's pretty okay. I can rotate the car as I start braking, but it won't lock up the rears horribly at the end of the braking zone. But it still gives me a decent rotation to the corners, and I can keep that very rear biased brake bias in the car. And I will set the video of the lap time, that sub 1:16, in the description below. But I hope this video helped you guys to improve your lap times, and see you in the next ones. Bye bye.